Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe B Sports Report. Without you guys, you know this doesn't work. It's Saturday night. Tomorrow, we got the autograph signing, Randy White, Ed Too Tall Jones, Tony Dorsett, Connor McGovern, Randall Cobb. Did I miss anybody? Michael Gallup supposed to be, but I don't think he's going to be there. At least that's the word that I got from somebody, that he's going to be at Leighton Vander Esch's wedding. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I hope to see a bunch of you fans. And if I don't, well, I'm planning on hopefully bringing you guys some great content from the event. So, hopefully we'll have some fun and bring you some good stuff. I always tell you I like to come out here at the end of the day and reflect, because I like to, at the end of the day, know that I did everything I could to make myself a better person and make the world a better place. Because you don't know how much time you have left. And I've said this a couple times today because it hits home. I have so many people around me that are diagnosed with cancer on a regular basis, that people are succumbing to this, that, and the other. Miss Anita just lost her dad unexpectedly. So you got to make sure that you take advantage of every opportunity that you have, and you work hard every single day to try and achieve. And you have to work and believe in yourself when others don't. Because more times than not, it's kind of amazing to me that people don't want you to succeed. That jealousy runs rampant. And when somebody starts doing good, other people try and take them down. And I just don't get that. I just don't understand that. And maybe it's because I'm older. And maybe this is just the way it is. But for me, it used to be people took pride in what they did. If they built something, they want to make sure this thing is built to last, not to be something that you're going to throw away in a couple of months after rebuy. But it seems like everything is just about making freaking money. But something has really hit me, because I can't even believe that I'm going to say this, but I'm beginning to believe that it's true. That there's some fans out there that are hoping that Dak Prescott fails. And I just don't get this. There's a guy who, he can't have a job on Facebook because he is the ultimate, he claims to be a Dallas Cowboy fan. He's got multiple Facebook profiles because he gets blocked and he just uses another one. He claims to be a Cowboy fan, but yet he's forever trying to cut down. Now listen, don't get me wrong, okay? Because people will say, oh, you're just blind to Dak Prescott. I'm not blind to Dak Prescott. Dak, like everybody else in the NFL, has things he needs to work on. Things to get better. Because to me, the day you stop learning, the day you stop getting better is the day you die. Because everything is constantly a learning situation. I'm not saying that Dak is the best quarterback in football, hands down. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you've got a lot right here to work with. A lot more than you should be for a fourth-round draft pick. A lot more for you not really trying to get a franchise quarterback. A lot more than a lot of teams have. And I guarantee you there's a lot of teams that like to have it. But yet, instead of saying, you know what, the jury's out. We'll see what he can do. Hopefully he'll do better. Hopefully he'll lead us to a Super Bowl. But that's not the play. The play is to try and cut him down, to make fun of him, to belittle him, and get on this bandwagon kick that he's garbage. And I don't understand that. Because I look at it like this. If you're married, and you have a wife, maybe your wife's not perfect. Maybe she doesn't cook real good, or, something else that she doesn't do really, really well. But, you figure, well, it'll get better in time, or I can do this, or we can order out. You figure out ways to work around the situation. And in time, things get better because I'm sure you're not perfect yourself. And there's things that you need to do better that you will get better in time as well. But if you are in that relationship with your wife, do you go out and create memes about her cooking? Do you go out and tell people she's the worst cook and everything else? She burns water? That she can't make toast? Is that what you do? Because if that's what you do with your wife, I feel for you. I feel for her, actually. But I have this feeling that let's dream for a second here. Let's just look. Let's say the Cowboys go on and win the Super Bowl with Dak Prescott. I don't honestly believe that some of you would ever give him credit. You'll look and say everybody else gets credit but that guy. And that's what I'm trying to understand. Because as I read these comments of things, well, Dak only has, X number of 300-yard games passing. Okay? Well, one of those was 400 something. But here's an interesting statistic. Because I started thinking about this. Because if you think about 2014, the year that we could have won it all had we maybe had that right call. It was conceivable. We would at least, won a playoff game and been to the NFC Championship game. In that season, Tony Romo only had one game that he threw for 300 yards. Only one. But we were 12-4 because, see, what we learned that year was we're better off with a balanced offense. Because I look at 2013, Tony Romo had 4 300-yard games. I look at 2012, Romo had 7 300-yard plus games. And I look at 2011, we had 4 300 plus games. But you know what? All 3 of those seasons ended up in 8-8 out of the playoffs. It was the year that we had a balanced offense that we discovered that, wow, it makes things easier for the quarterback. It makes things less predictable for the defense. We're slowing down the clock. And we're doing better as a team. We're making playoffs. And that formula has been continuing on through, which is why they drafted Zeke Elliott. It's the team's identity. And as much as people want to talk about, Tony Romo has all the Cowboy records, understand, as far as passing yards go, the Dallas Cowboys quarterbacks numbers and yardage are pedestrian because that's not the way this team has always been designed. That's not the team's identity. But I honestly believe some of you want to see Dak fail. That you would actually take a losing season or two, that all hell breaks loose just to get rid of him. I can't understand it. But hey, I'm all about the star. And whoever wears it, I'm going to support them and hope that they do the best they can do. And I hope that they can lead us to a Super Bowl. Well, I'm going to get ready to go to bed. I've got a long day tomorrow. I've got some footage to be bringing to you guys. It's time to turn out the lights here, if I can get up. Yeah, I hear you, bro. this party is over.